Welcome back. I'm Dr. Elise Martin, and thanks for joining me on this journey about autism. We have been reviewing the book by Quay Stoner, Unlocking the Rhythm of Digestion in Autism, and this episode covers Chapter 14 in the book. Up to this point, we've explored digestion, hormones, immune signaling, circadian rhythm, and sensory entrainment. We've seen how autism emerges not from a single defect, but from a series of interconnected slowdowns that reinforce one another over time. Today, we bring several of those threads together, because there is one triad, one interlocking system, that quietly determines whether repair can move forward or whether progress repeatedly stalls. That triad is the relationship between the gut, the methylation cycle, and neurotransmitter synthesis. When this triad is aligned, signaling flows. When it is disrupted, even well-designed interventions struggle to hold. The result can be chronic inflammation. This chapter is about understanding why. In conventional medicine, digestion, methylation, and neurotransmitters are often treated as separate domains. Digestion is gastrointestinal. Methylation is genetic or biochemical. Neurotransmitters are neurological or psychiatric. But in biology, these systems are inseparable. Digestion determines which raw materials enter circulation. Methylation determines whether those materials can be used. Neurotransmitters reflect the final output of both. If digestion falters, precursors never arrive. If methylation stalls, precursors cannot be processed. If neurotransmitters decline, behavior and regulation shift. The triad fails not in isolation, but as a loop. The gut is the first checkpoint. It decides whether amino acids, vitamins, and cofactors are released from food in usable form. It controls absorption of folate, B12, zinc, magnesium, sulfur compounds, and essential amino acids like methionine, tryptophan, phenylalanine, and tyrosine. When digestion is incomplete, due to low acid, poor enzyme activation, altered motility, or dysbiosis, nutrients may appear normal on intake but remain unavailable at the cellular level. This creates a state of functional deficiency. The body is fed, but the cells are not supplied, and methylation is among the first systems to feel that strain. The methylation cycle is not just about genes, it regulates neurotransmitter synthesis, detoxification, energy metabolism, cell membrane fluidity, epigenetic signaling. At its core, methylation is a transfer system, moving methyl groups where they are needed. But this system is exquisitely sensitive to bottlenecks. One of the most important and least appreciated bottlenecks is adenosine accumulation. Adenosine is not a toxin. It is a normal signaling molecule involved in sleep pressure, energy balance, and cellular pacing. But when adenosine accumulates excessively, it becomes suppressive. It increases S-adenosyl homocysteine, SAH, which directly inhibits methylation reactions. This creates a paradoxical situation where methyl donors may be present, but methylation cannot proceed. The result is familiar to many families. Methyl B12 works, briefly. Folate helps. Then irritability rises. Same improves mood, then crashes. The system isn't rejecting support, it's overloaded upstream, and that upstream pressure often begins in the gut. Adenosine clearance depends on the enzyme adenosine deaminase, ADA, which converts adenosine into inosine. ADA does not function in isolation. It binds to CD26, a multifunctional protein involved in immune signaling and peptide digestion. When CD26 is blocked, by opioid-like peptides from gluten or casein, by microbial toxins, or by inflammatory signaling, ADA cannot bind effectively. Adenosine rises, SAH accumulates, methylation slows. This is not a genetic failure, it is a contextual blockade. This is one of the most confusing experiences for families. Methylation support is introduced with good intention, and initially things improve. But then, irritability increases, sleep fragments, anxiety rises, stimming returns. This does not mean methylation is harmful. It means methylation was pushed before the brake was released. Without clearing adenosine pressure, adding donors increases metabolic demand without restoring flow. The system responds by re-engaging suppression. Neurotransmitters are not primary drivers. They are outputs: dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, GABA. These reflect the status of digestion, methylation, cellular energy, and signaling rhythm. When amino acids are scarce, methylation is stalled, and CAMP signaling is weak, neurotransmitter balance becomes unstable. This is why isolated neurotransmitter manipulation rarely holds. The system is being asked to produce outputs without restoring supply chains. From the outside, this pattern looks psychiatric: mood shifts, behavior changes, sleep disruption, but internally, it is metabolic. The nervous system is responding appropriately to inconsistent signaling availability. This reframes many behaviors. Irritability becomes metabolic strain. Rigidity becomes energy conservation. Stimming becomes self-regulation. Withdrawal becomes signal suppression. The behavior is not the problem, it is the indicator. True leverage in the triad does not come from pushing harder at one node, it comes from sequence. First, restore digestion so amino acids and cofactors are reliably available. Second, clear adenosine pressure by supporting CD26-ADA function and reducing peptide load. Third, gently resupport methylation once flow is possible. Only then do neurotransmitters stabilize, not because they were forced, but because the system can now support them. This is not escalation, it is alignment. Many interventions work, temporarily, because they touch one part of the triad. Digestive enzymes help, but methylation remains stalled. Methyl donors help, but adenosine pressure persists. Neurotransmitter support helps, but precursors fluctuate. Without integration, improvement fades. With integration, gains consolidate. Viewing autism through the gut methylation neurotransmitter triad offers clarity. It explains why labs can look normal but function is impaired, why interventions help briefly, then fail, why timing matters more than dose, why progress is non-linear. It also offers something else: predictability. When you understand where pressure is accumulating, you know where to relieve it. This content and other content on this channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a healthcare professional before making any changes to your health routines or treatment regimen. As we close this chapter, I want to emphasize something important. Autism is not a disorder of deficiency alone. It is a disorder of flow. When digestion, methylation, and neurotransmitter synthesis move together, in sequence, the system stabilizes. When they are pushed out of order, the system resists. Not because it is broken, but because it is protecting itself. Understanding this triad does not give us a single solution. It gives us leverage. And leverage, applied patiently and respectfully, changes outcomes.